Okay, this is gonna be the first try. Let's see. Oh man, it's already starting to produce. It's a beautiful day in paradise, and there's a few new things that are popping up in my garden, and I have a few new exciting updates to share with you. So join along with me with your morning coffee, and let's get right into it. And the first thing that I wanted to share with you is actually right here. It's this variegated shampoo ginger. The leaves on it look really nice. I love the variegated leaves on it. And it's actually starting to pop up from the ground right here. I'll be able to harvest that in the next couple of weeks. So I'm really excited to see that. Now, I do have a regular one on my property. Now that I see this one popping up, we're going to have to go and check on that one. So we'll check on that one in just a bit when I get over there. But first, I just wanted to share a update on the cacao seedlings that I planted a couple weeks ago. Now, these are doing really good in these spots. I picked a really nice spot for this guy, and I didn't even water it or put any soil in it. You can check on a planting video. I'll post that above. So this is just looking really nice in this spot. Picked a really decent spot for it. And then over here, this is the other cacao seedling that I was able to plant. This one looks really good over here. He's really happy. You can see the nice green leaves. But while I'm also sharing these, I do want to share these two over here. Now, these ones got a little bit more sunlight, and they did get a little bit of damage. You can see right here, it got a little bit of leaf damage. But the bottom leaves are still looking really nice and green, so that is really promising. Plus right here is still looking like the top is growing, so we'll monitor that in the next couple of weeks. And the next one over here, let's see, this guy. Yeah, this guy got a little bit of leaf damage too, and we'll have to check on that one in the next couple of weeks. This one got a little bit more sun than I was expecting. So definitely like to show how things go over the past couple of weeks. And I also got a lot of feedback on the nursery tour that I just went to at A Tree for Me. And if you didn't see that tour, I did a full in-depth tour, and I'll post it above. It was really fun to go over there. And they also got a bunch of new inventory since then. And I wanted to share, got some Ilama in. Now, these are pretty hard to find. And I mean, if you go there, it's probably a slim chance that they'll still have some. But if you go pretty quick, then they'll be able to at least see if they still have some in stock or whatnot. It also looks really amazing next to this dwarf Powderpuff tree. The wildlife is all over it. I always love looking at the Powderpuffs on here. Now, since we're over here, let's check on those regular gingers. Get through here. Okay. Ooh, I do see some. Let's see if we can squeeze this. Let's see. Okay, this is gonna be the first try. Let's see. Oh man, it's already starting to produce. That's the same thing that they have in shampoo. So you can definitely rub that in your hair, and it's really nice on your skin. Oh man. Oh, that smells really good. I'm so excited that these are popping up. I wasn't expecting these. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's an exciting find. Can't believe these are popping up. Sorry, there's one in there. It's hard to see it. But oh, I'm so glad these are popping up, and I'll be able to harvest these and get some of that Oh man, I'm so excited so can't believe that those are popping up. And yeah, well, I'm going over to my next one. I just wanted to share some funny things is that YouTube thinks I'm bald. So I'm going to have to share my hair at some point. It's pretty funny. Yeah, here is those Curcuma gingers, but they are starting to push off those flowers in it, and it kind of looks like these like happy little faces. I love the look of it. Look how happy they look. And I love the look of these. And then I also have some of the red variety that's also popping up. Let's see if I can get a. The red ones also look pretty nice too. Yeah, so if you have some gingers that are in your yard, you might want to check on them to see if they're popping up. I also noticed the red button ginger is popping up right here. Now, this one is actually one of my favorite gingers to eat. It'll produce this really nice flower or petal that you can just eat right out of, you just eat it right off the plant, and it's very sweet and very yummy. And then over here, just wanted to share the Beautyberry. Now they're almost about to turn purple, but what I noticed on them is they're starting to get these little bugs. You see those bugs right there? Now that's a good thing because they're going to be on here and it's a native plant. It's really resilient and I don't have to worry about them going on my other plants. And I'm going to do a dive into some of the natives that I have on my yard specifically for that reason. And it'll be a fun video to show you. I always love going through those and sharing some of the details on it. So look out for a future video on all of the natives that are doing wonderful on my property. And another exciting thing is I'm going to be doing some more tours in the near future. I'm going to be doing a full tour of my property with all the fruit trees and edibles. I know you've been able to see some of the backyard, but haven't shared my front yard in a little bit. So that'll be exciting to do a full tour of my property. And I'm also going to be going to a couple other places. I always love seeing what they have on their property. So I definitely am going to enjoy sharing some more tours. I love doing the tours. I think it's one of my favorite things to do. But here is the Temoylata. I did a couple of videos on this, on the hand pollinating it. And I wanted to share with you over here, I still have a fruit on there. See if I can zoom in on that or get it to focus at least. And I have one on there right now. So that is my first fruit on this Temoylata. And I will be excited to share the progress over the next couple of weeks of how that will turn out. And I also did make some changes on what I'm going to be doing with this Temoylata. I'm going to stop trying to get more fruits on it. I think it is too small to hold more than one fruit on it. So that's as much as I'm going to do at the moment. So I'm going to be doing more progress on the actual fruit itself as it goes along versus me doing any more of the hand pollinating on this specific tree. I do have a Cherilata. But before I go over to the Cherilata, just wanted to check and see how my little buddy is doing over here. See if this guy, no, he's not out. That's my little gopher tortoise right here. And I haven't seen him out for a little while. He's a pretty shy guy, but I don't mind that. He can stay in his little hole if he wants to. It's pretty hot out today, so it's probably nice and cool inside of there. Oh, here's the Cherilata that I was gonna go over, I'm gonna try to get this to flower. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I have to wait until later in the season for it to get the flower, or if I should strip the leaves right now and try to get it to produce some flowers. If you don't know some annonas, you can just strip their leaves and it can produce a new flush of growth. And then with that growth will come new flowers, but it also depends on if it's upright. Like if you have an upright branch, you're probably not going to get any flowers if it's upright, but if it's crossing or if it's horizontal, that's probably where you're going to get it. So I think because it's more upright, that's where I'm not getting a lot of the flowers, but I'm not 100% sure if it's maybe a later season and we just have to wait a little while. So this one hasn't flowered yet, but I'm just hoping that I can get some flowers and then a Cherilata fruit on it over the next couple months. So if you have some advice on a Cherilata, I would definitely like to know on anything like the harvest time or anything like that. I was trying to find some of that. It's just a little bit hard because of how rare it is. So if you have any information on that, I would definitely appreciate that. Again, I'm learning just as much as you are on this. I do have a little bit of experience with how long I've been growing this, but as far as the fruit trees themselves and getting them the fruit and flower and harvesting those fruits, I'm just a little bit away from that. So that's like the next phase of how much I'm going to be able to produce and harvest on here. Got a setback over the last winter. I mean, this would have been a year, like the first year, I would have probably gotten a lot of fruits, but it took a lot of damage. So everything is starting to just come back and grow back. And that's all I'm really concerned about this year is getting any growth on that. Like, just want to see everything thriving. Like this Cecropia right here, I'm just happy to see that it's coming back and it's producing a bunch of nice looking leaves on it. It looks really happy. And like, that's just what I wanted to see, like all my fruit trees growing back. Like, I mean, this one right here took a lot of damage in the beginning. And of course, I still have this up here. I'm actually going to probably trim that soon, but it's been shading out this bottom piece. And I mean, it's been growing pretty fine. I'm probably going to thin this out down here and also like thin out some of my other fruit trees that are starting to produce and get a little bit wild. Harvest some of my Moringa. I love growing Moringa down here. It's very easy to grow Moringa. This is actually a seedling that I placed here. And this is probably a, I don't know, 1.5 year old seedling. So you can see how fast they grow. But the seeds that I did plant, not all of them germinated, not all of them grew up to be really nice. I mean, look at this guy right here. That's from the same batch of seeds. But this guy has just been struggling. And then I also have another one right here. This one's about medium. So, I mean, it's all about where they're at, how much sunlight they're getting, how much companions you have around it. I mean, look how much, there's 0 companions around this guy. He's been struggling. Over here, this guy it's like in a prime spot in my yard. So I also know that this is probably a really good spot to grow in the future. And it's producing some really nice leaves. Look at that. It's probably about 8 feet tall now. That's just been all the growth from since the freeze. And I do like to grow them into a tree type of style. A lot of people like to just keep them as shoots, but I like to grow it as a tree because what happens is I'll keep the canopy above it. It'll help shade out the trees and it can grow underneath it. And then I'll also get some more stalks from the branches as I prune it. You can just keep it short, and then I'll just show you how I'm able to manage it. But I like to keep them as trees in a subtropical climate. I mean, if you're not in a subtropical climate, you probably don't have that option. So I would definitely grow Moringa and have it on your property. They look beautiful. They don't go too crazy, but they do grow really fast in really nice spots. And let me showcase the last one over here. This one is the one that I got all of the seeds from. And look at this guy right here. This was a tree before. And let me go over to the trunk of it. Let's go. Yeah, look at how big this trunk was right here. And I had 3 shoots popping up, and then I was able to harvest those 3 shoots, and then I just kept on trimming it back. But it was a really nice shade spot for this area. You definitely need some shade. I keep on smelling all of that ginger on me. That's such a great smell. If you haven't smelled shampoo ginger, that is like, I don't know, it's just a beautiful smell. But yeah, I just wanted to share a few of the updates that are on my property. Make sure to like and subscribe. I always love sharing everything, and all of the tours that I'm going to be doing is just going to be a fun experience. And I love hearing all the feedback too. It was enjoyable to do all of this. So thanks for that, and you have a great day.